Today's coaster review is Excalibur, located at FunTown Splashtown USA in Saco, Maine. This is a CCI Woody, one of two CCIs that I've rated, the other one being Boulder Dash at Lake Compounds. Boulder Dash is by far better than Excalibur, but Excalibur has some positives and negatives for the ride, but we'll talk about that later. So let's talk about the stats. So it has a height of 100 feet, has a drop of 82 feet, max speed is 55 miles per hour, and has a length track of 2,700 feet of track. So this coaster is pretty much themed to nights, and we'll get to that later. So when you head up, you have this sign saying Camelot Bridge, so you enter that. When you enter the queue line, there's nothing much of theming, but when you enter the station, there is theming. There is a knight, there are all these flags, and the station is actually shaped as a castle. So FunTown Splashtown, for a smaller park, did a really nice job for their station. As for the trains, it only runs one train, and you do have the traditional PTC trains. So now let's talk about the layout. So once you're heading out of the castle, you do have a pre-drop that banks left and head up the lift hill. After the lift, you turn slightly left, and you have the drop. The drop is also where the on-ride photo camera is. After that, you turn back, then a second drop. The turnaround or the drops don't give much airtime. After that, you go underneath the drop, and you do get small portions of ejector airtime. After that, another drop, then an ejector airtime hill. Then you do have some S-bends, then a small airtime hill. Mostly the second part of the ride has a lot of turns. You pretty much only have one airtime moment for the second part of the ride. Now is this coaster on its rougher side or smoother side? And I'm going to say it's on its rougher side. Some parts of the ride did have a good roughness, kind of like the Beast at Kings Island, but some parts had painful. I'm talking about that second drop, which I thought was terrible roughness. Now, which row should you do for the credit? I would choose somewhere towards the front. The back is way rougher than the front, and I did get a total of 17 rides on Excalibur, and I did get a good feel of the ride. I gotta say that the front is rough, but the back is way too rough. So what am I giving it for its final score? I'm giving it a 6.5 out of 10. The reason I'm giving it a 6.5 out of 10 is that some parts of the track is painful, but others have lovable bumpiness. Like I said, I'm talking about the second drop, like that's the worst part on this coaster. I think that element should definitely get retracked. Another thing it's getting a 6.5 is that the second part of the ride has so much meandering turns, like they are not really much that exciting. So I gotta say, the first part of the ride has a pretty good layout, but needs to clean up its painful roughness. The second part of the ride has just not really much of an impressive of a layout. A lot of turns in the second part of the ride. So that is it for my Excalibur review, located at FunTown Splashtown USA in Saco, Maine. If you've rated Excalibur, let me know about it in the comment section below. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Link will be in the description. Subscribe for more Coaster Box videos coming out shortly, and I'll catch you guys later.